Libra, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your April 2025 tarot card reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Libra, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading. So it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, from the cards that I just saw shuffling, there might be a situation that either you're working together with someone or something like this, and then either things are trying to become balanced or there's a lot going on. And there is I don't know if it's like a moment of taking a pause or feeling like, you know what, I don't know if I can do much for this situation, being patient and seeing how things go, but I don't really think you're going to let it bother you. I think you're going to just keep focusing on what you need to do. All right, so let's see. Libra, you have King of Cups. Virgo literally just got this card in this position. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You could have it in your chart dealing with one. The King of Cups is a card of having a lot of emotions, but not really showing your cards. Okay. Could also be an individual who is, uh, could represent an individual who, like I said, has emotions, hiding them, or is emotionally balanced, mature. And this could be you. I'm taking out two love oracle cards just to possibly give a theme for the reading. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Oh, wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Okay, okay. Libra. So let's see what else. Current position, you have the Ace of Wands, a new spark. Your fire is lit, passion, intimacy, creativity, desire. You have the Four of Wands is the challenge. So maybe the challenge could be something to do with the home, your sense of security and stability. You have the Star card. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, have it in your chart. Star card is why it's all happening. So hope, a wish come true. This is also a card of healing. In the past, the Chariot, Cancer energy, there could have been some sort of move or feeling guided to go in a particular direction on your mind. You, Justice card. It could be a card of balancing things out, wanting things to be fair, equal, etc. Or you could just have yourself on your mind. Queen of Swords, again, Libra energy. Could be Aquarius and Gemini as well. If it is not about you, this Queen of Swords is someone who's been hurt one too many times. You can't fool her because she already knows your next move. She's not dumb. She is, even though she might be the bitter Betty of the deck, she is, she's open and willing to receiving what the other person has to say. Like she's willing to listen, but she's like, you can't fool me. All right, all right. So let's take a look at this King of Cups. I don't know, this looks promising though. The Devil. As I say, this looks promising. The card of toxicity comes out. The Devil can also represent Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with one, have it in your chart. If not, Devil represents fears, addictions, toxicity, feeling tied and bound to something that doesn't really make you feel free. It almost feels like a habit that you can't shake. Temperance. Oh, I like that. Following the Devil card. Sagittarius energy. This is tempering that. Nice, nice. And the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So we have the king and queen both here. Again, this is seeing things very clearly. This is a non-bullshitter, excuse the language. Um, you could be dealing with someone who maybe acts aloof, but in reality, they actually have a lot of emotions. Could even be someone who you feel is keeps to themselves, is very private. For some of you, this is you. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, Seven of Cups. So there's a bit of a wondering. So something new is happening, but there is this kind of like, I don't know. For some of you, it's about a choice that you're making. This could be some sort of reconciliation or coming back together. Maybe there's a celebration of some sort, but there's something here that's leaving you kind of like, wait, hold on. There is some sort of communication that comes in. This can have to do with a friendship, work, could be a romantic situation. We'll see. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Emperor, Aries. So Emperor is leadership, authority, taking control, can also represent husband, boss, father. It's masculine energy. Ooh, and the Seven of Swords. Eek. And the Hierophant, Taurus. This almost feels like a sense of control. Somebody or you might have this demeanor of my way or the highway, but then portrays it as, well, this is how things are. For some of you, you don't trust someone. Uh, Almost feels like could be an energy of somebody who you did trust and then they've deceived you. You could have also been dealing with a situation that you didn't feel like it was stable or committed. Why is the Star card here? For some of you, this is a situation where somebody is married. The Magician, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think you're healing from the situation. I think there's been some time that has passed. Um, this doesn't seem very pleasant. This seems like it left a lot of worry and stress and overthinking, maybe sleepless nights, maybe you stressed out about it. Something you thought you wanted. I feel like you're healing from this. That's why whatever this new Ace of Wands is, there's a bit of, eh, is this secure and stable? Do I trust this? What do I do? All right, why is the Chariot here in the past? Queen of Cups, Cancer energy strongly. Um, Page of Swords, the High Priestess. There's almost a bit of a silence here because the Page of Swords watches, he's curious, and then High Priestess is one who's observing, keeping to herself, like she has the information, but she doesn't really open her mouth if it's not needed. You could have been watching someone from a distance or vice versa. For some, I get the sense of, oh, I wanted to say something, but no, I'm not going to. Why is the Justice card on your mind? Maybe you're wanting to make amends with a situation, wanting to make things right. For some of you, there's legalities involved here. If there is, be careful. Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Death card. Yep. So this to me seems like a situation where, like, okay, I can make peace, but this is not a situation that I'm gonna keep dealing with. There's almost like a wanting to put an end to something. Hold on. A Scorpio energy with the Death. Oh, great. Now I'm upside down. Can this flip back? No, of course not. There we go. Sorry, I got a phone call. And of course it messed everything up for me. We'll leave you here for now. I always take these things as little signs. So, could be that everything is all peaceful and then something just topples over. Just be careful. This almost seems to me like a little bit of the Virgo reading where there's like, okay, let bygones be bygones, but not everyone is like us. Okay, you could be the type of person where you're like, you know what? I'm going to let bygones be bygones because I don't want to let this stress me out. I'm just going to leave it in the past, start anew. But doesn't mean start anew where you're dumb and you're going to pretend like nothing happened. It's more of like, I know where you're to be placed. And it just be careful, Libra, okay? Let's see what is this Death card? Knight of Wands. You could be shutting someone down. Someone might try to approach you, take action. I think you're done with the situation. It's kind of like you've grown from this. And I'm gonna tell you something, uh, Libra. If this has to do with a person that you're like, no, I'm done, I'm over it, like you had to, maybe you've taken time to have to heal from it and really convince yourself that you're not dealing with a particular situation. Like this is a closed chapter. That's it. I've grown from this. Maybe even ignored the individual, not spoken to them. They might be persistent, regretful, blah, blah, blah. Just just be careful, especially if it's a third party situation. If it's a third party situation, just go for something new. New. Let me see what this Page of Cups is. Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you have to work with this person. There could be a conversation about working things out. Anyway, let's move on to your outcome with the Queen of Swords. I just feel like I'm going to repeat myself. What is the Queen of Swords? Empress. Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, you're hesitant because of the healing process that you've been through or the pause that you've taken. I feel like this is the Virgo reading or very similar to it because I see you here as the Empress. This is somebody who's grown, somebody who's prepared to manifest more into their lives. Empress being here, this can have to do with, uh, I don't know, maybe you're a mom, wife, it's feminine energy. Empress is also about pregnancy, doesn't have to be a literal one. Um, it's just pregnancy of like ideas brewing and following. I feel like things are going good for you, but Nine of Wands, there's a bit of this guard, wounded warrior energy, but I also feel like it says persevere because then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who's focused on their everyday life, their own sense of stability and security. Okay, there's someone who's reliable, but also absolutely expects whoever they're dealing with to be the same. Don't settle for less, Libra. Don't settle for less. And not for nothing, Libra, you guys give people the benefit of the doubt because you genuinely care about people. You're very friendly, try to keep the peace. But not everybody is like that. Two of Cups, the Hermit, the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like something comes out of the woodworks. What is the Two of Cups here? Could be Virgo energy. The Two of Cups, the Hermit is eh, the Three of Cups. This could have been a relationship or a partnership that fell apart, and there might have been a lot of resentment, maybe even like, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm going to disappear from your life, but done on purpose. I also feel like there's just kind of like this, I know the games you play, I choose not to interact with you. There will be some sort of coming back together because the Three of Cups and the Fool card, this is kind of like jumping. Don't be a fool. So hold on, let me see a little bit more. Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Just be careful, Libra. Listen, I can't say that if you're resonating with this, I can't necessarily be like, listen, if this is your situation, this is absolutely the outcome. Absolutely use your intuition. Always, if a part of you feels like you need to interact with this again, maybe there's still a lesson you didn't learn. I don't know. But to me, because of these two eights here, I'm getting very much of a repeated cycle. There's almost like a walking away of this. For some of you, this is somebody who's going to end up just offering, like if this was a relationship or love related, Page of Pentacles can be like friend zoning someone. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it could be like let bygones be bygones. Why is the Eight of Cups here? This could be like having um an opportunity for closure. Hold on a second. So with the Eight of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here? The Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Is this something new? Do you walk away and then find something that's actually emotionally fulfilling? Or do you walk away because that's what you want? Wow, Ten of Pentacles. Is that with this person or with somebody new? Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords. I don't know if this is you finding that within yourself. I feel like such hooshy bougie talk, like, oh, heal yourself. And it's like, okay, I get it. Um, there's almost a sense of detachment because you're so sure of what you don't want to deal with again. You know, you don't want to get, and not only do you not want to get hurt, it's not even just about not wanting to get hurt. It's almost like seeing things for what they are and being like, okay, this is not good for me, or this is not crystal clear. The intentions are not crystal clear, then I don't need this. It's not like, okay, they're not crystal, but maybe they will be. There's no more of that. And I almost feel like this is one of those situations where it comes back and then you you become so sure, like the closure is there where you're like, okay, and what you want will absolutely come to you next. Because immediately I got those cards, right? Clarifying the Eight of Cups, the emotional detachment, the walking away. What are you walking away towards? Something that's emotionally fulfilling, where you're happy with another, something that feels secure and stable. Feeling stuck, afraid, holding back. Just Libra, just go for something new, Libra. Now, these two cards that came out before, this could be what you're getting after. However, could also be somebody coming in. I I just don't know, Libra. I'm not very convinced. Two of Swords, Six of Cups, Two of Wands. It's almost like memories flooding back in. I'm going to leave it there. I said everything I needed to say, and literally everything that I just saw is going to be something repeated. Libra, I am going to take out two cards for advice and clarity from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. And you know I love these cards. Really good. That will be posted in the shorts section right after I end this video. So be sure to check that out just for a little bit of clarity, a little bit of guidance. Use your discernment. I think there's just a new version of you that is not giving people the benefit of the doubt. You're much more sure of yourself right now. Not 100%. Okay, good. We're always working on ourselves and whatnot. But phone call again. I don't know if you heard what I said. So keep doing that focus thing on you. You know, did you walk away or emotionally detach from a situation to only find yourself doing better for yourself? If so, keep doing that. Okay? Because there are some things that just come back into our lives just to hold us down. And we lose focus. And sometimes it's not the other person's fault. Sometimes it's just where do our priorities lie? Are you a priority for yourself? It's the question. Check out the short section. I'm going to do that right now. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.